I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I'm sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running. Toes they gonna take it.
This is what we got to tell.
I've been doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. Excited about today's episode. Like always, man, I got two of my bros with me right here. But before I bring them to the front, I have to tell y'all what we are talking about today, what we will be debating about. Jordan Love, he's holding out already. After 1 year starting, he's holding out already until he becomes the highest paid QB, or should I say the highest paid player in the NFL. Should the Packers give him that contract? We got to talk about the Chargers, the Jets. You know, Jim Harbaugh, new head coach, Aaron Rodgers, only took 4 snaps, new QB. New things are going and brewing in both cities, both teams. Which team will have a better season? And hold on, y'all. My last topic, we got to talk about, somebody help me out here.
Zach LaVine.
Oh, that's what I forgot. Zach LaVine. Everybody forgot that Zach LaVine existed because nobody trying to trade for this dude. So we got to address that. So last but not least, though, I got my boys with me. I got my man, Davey Dollars. He's here for the week for y'all, all right? We got my boy, Missy Get Done Son himself, host of the In the Red Corner, Tomo. How y'all doing, fellas?
Doing better than Zach LaVine. You forgot about him.
I want me, man.
That's exactly what it is. Man, I'm doing good. I'm ready to see how we gonna how y'all feel about this Jordan Love topic and how y'all feel about this Zach LaVine stuff. But outside of that, man, I'm doing good. What's up, fellas?
You wanna know how I feel?
You hungry?
Miami Heat Summer League champs, baby. That's the championship we was talking about. Brother, Heat Nation, let's go. It's all year. But nah, man, I'm excited about today's show, man. Excited to be here all week. Excited about these topics. Can't wait to talk about Zach LaVine and his situation. Can't wait to talk about Jordan Love. You know, does he deserve that money? You know, we will talk about that, man. But I'm glad to be on the show with my brothers. Glad to be talking about sports. Hope everybody's having a great day. Taking care of your mental, taking care of yourself, taking care of family, and staying healthy, because I keep hearing that these COVID cases are rising. So take care of yourself, take care of your health, and get your rest. But before you get your rest, it's Tuesday. And we can't have a show without turning up. Turn me up, 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 up. Jody, do your thing.
All right, y'all. We are streaming this on 2 platforms, Facebook and YouTube. So make sure y'all like the video on both of the platforms. Subscribe and follow if you haven't done it yet. I'm assuming you already did, but if you haven't, make sure you follow and subscribe on both of the platforms. And look, man, you can be involved in the show. First of all, we want you to share that to somebody that you know that's a sports fan, so you can actually be involved in the show with them by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
I mean, we should be doing that to Jordan Love's agent because he was telling Packers
Tell him to bring me my money.
because after 1 year, and just I guess beating the Cowboys in the playoffs is the epitome to say, hey, you know what? I deserve a contract. Even though you didn't even start for the first 3 years, but you beat the Cowboys, so it's just like I need
Gifts.
or maybe beating the Cowboys in the playoffs, you get
Donations. Donations.
because at the end of the day, Jordan Love says, I will not be reporting to training camp. And if you are not an NFL fan or if you are newly to the NFL, training camp has started for some teams. A lot of teams have shown up and some players are holding out. And Jordan Love is one of them. Right after the spectacular 9-8 season that the Packers had, right after Joe said they were going to win the division, but they didn't. Right after Joe said Jordan Love was going to be the best quarterback in the division, and he kind of showed it because Kirk Cousins got hurt. But Jared Goff also was balling too. But was he balling enough that Jordan Love want to make more money? Fellas, it's come out that he's not going to be there, but the GM for the Packers said they think that something is going to actually occur. They feel like they're close. The deal is there. However, do we feel the Packers should make Jordan Love the highest paid quarterback / player in the NFL right now? Because that's your quarterback, Joe. How you feeling?
Yes. Yes. You pay people not for what you did. You pay them for what you're going to do. That's what you do, right? Last time I checked, they traded up to get this dude, right? Last time I checked. He didn't just fall in their lap. They traded up to go get Jordan Love in the first round with Aaron Rodgers as a QB. And what they do after that? Pay Aaron Rodgers basically $50 million a year after doing that. So it delayed his process on starting. It wasn't his fault. Aaron Rodgers in the way. Brett Favre 2.0. And what happened? His first year, looking like garbage at first. I came on the show was like, man, look like Aaron Rodgers when he throw it, but once the ball come out of his hand, he don't let Aaron Rodgers look more like Mitchell Trubisky, right? So, yeah. But what he do in the last 8 games though? Jordan Love, first of all, 18 touchdowns, 1 interception last 8 games. All right. 6 different players led the team in receiving in each of those 8 games. 6 different people. So it's not like he got a Devontae Adams like Aaron Rodgers did. It's not like he got a, Brandon Ayuk like Brock Purdy does. It's not like he got a CeeDee Lamb like that Prescott. 6 different players. It's not a shot day. I'm just giving examples. All right. And also, against the blitz, my man Jordan Love in those last 8 games, 11 TDs, 1 interception versus the blitz. So, and we saw what he did to the Cowboys, dismantling them. I was watching the highlights last night. I was like, dang, destroying these guys.
The defense.
So, yeah, I know, right? That's my head coach, right? That's ugly right there. All right, so, but yeah, I think they should pay him because he got delayed. He didn't get the opportunity to show his wealth, and he did, and he should get paid because that's how it works. Next man up, you get the highest contract. That's how it works.
I see you thinking, Dave.
I know, I do too.
So I agree. It's the next man up. However, how sure are we that he's going to be what he was the last eight games of the season? It's almost the same, almost kind of sort of the same criticism you got of CJ Stroud. What are we going to expect of CJ Stroud? So I understand that CJ Stroud's not up for a contract because he was just drafted last year. But if we're going off of last year, it was pretty much both of their rookie seasons. If you look at it, because that was the first time both of them played an entire season. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like it's too soon to make him the highest paid quarterback in the league. Now, not saying that he doesn't deserve to get paid. He deserves to get paid. But to be the highest quarterback in the league, for me, it's yes, it's based on what you do, what we project you to do, but are we projecting off of just one season? Because that's all he's had. And yes, like you said, it's not his fault that he didn't have the opportunity to play. because he had Aaron Rodgers in front of him. But last time I checked, you still have to produce more in order to get paid. Yes, most players get paid from what they've done and what they project to do. So you can project that he can have. If you're basing off of last season, then you could pretty much you could treat it like Kyler Murray, because Kyler Murray is always good in the first half and then bad in the second half. How do we not know that's what's going to happen with Jordan Love? How do we not know that he's going to have a bad first half and then have a good second half of the season?
I'll take that.
But that's inconsistency. So that's my thing. Do you want consistency or inconsistency? So like I said, I believe he deserves to get paid. Don't misconstrue that. I believe he deserves to be paid. But to be the highest paid quarterback in the league, I feel like he has to do a little bit more than just one season and one playoff win. That's just me. And also, he has weapons. He has Christian Watson and Romeo Dobbs. So let's get that out the way. They're not no slouches. He has weapons.
Yeah, I know Chris Brown.
Yeah, go ahead.
Chris Brown can dance, act, and play wide receiver for the Packers. It's insane. Romeo Dobbs did his thing too. Their running back is gone, but you said Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray making like 46 right now. But when Call of Duty come out, double XP, like he's just that guy. Deshaun Watson. I mean, the Browns were just in a situation where they needed a quarterback, and they were just like, you know what, Houston, Deshaun is that guy, so we're gonna give him 46. But then you start to go up a little bit more. Jalen Hurts, he went to a Super Bowl, right? Some people say that Love is better than Hurts, but some people say Love hurts. I mean, it depends on how you want to look at it. But he making 51, so I kind of think he earned it because his situation was he started for 2 years, made the playoffs, made the Super Bowl, made the playoffs. I mean, he got paid after he made the Super Bowl, which most people would be like, hey, trajectory is we going to get back. Lamar Jackson, 2 MVPs. We talked about him yesterday. We'll figure out what happens in this playoff run, but 52, you can figure it out. Justin Herbert, that's where it gets tricky because Justin Herbert is making 53, but then you be like, you know what? We know how good he could be. Is it him? Is it the team? We don't know. But we have more than just one season to talk about it, so we can dive into an extension there. Jared Goff went to a Super Bowl. I mean, Detroit. It's Detroit. Anytime you make Detroit relevant, you deserve a little bit of money. And they almost made a Super Bowl if it wasn't for a few bad calls by a coach. You know, 49ers was like, thank you. Whole second half, they won that game. Joe Burrow, again, we talking about quarterbacks that made a Super Bowl. And then we get to the top of the list. Trevor Lawrence. Now, what has Trevor Lawrence done that Jordan Love hasn't done besides play more games?
Tanking the end of the season.
Okay, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
I think they beat the Chargers, so he got one playoff win.
Yeah, he got a playoff win because the Chargers blew a 27-point lead.
Exactly.
And there we go. And that's what his agent probably told him when they seen Justin Herbert contract. They was like, well, he beat him, so why not pay him?
Exactly. That's true.
So we can do that. But with Jordan Love, it's really just a matter of timing. It's kind of like with Dak Prescott. It's a matter of timing where it's just like, well, you had this good season, so you got to pay him. But outside of what the difference between Love and Dak is, Love is younger, and you can build around him more. So you have more, the runway is a little bit longer there. Do I think he needs to be the highest paid player in the NFL? No. Do I think he needs to be the highest paid quarterback? It's timing. So yeah, he does. But technically, if you ask me, I think the salary cap that the owners want to put on these quarterbacks, they actually need to do that because each position, every player for each position doesn't reset the market. There's linebackers, there's pass rushers, there's always somebody who doesn't reset the market unless you're just that generational talent. Nick Bosa, what's another one? TJ Watt,
Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons. There are a lot of guys you can name.
You got to be a generational talent to reset the market outside of the quarterback. Outside of being a quarterback, you just got to win. And some people say that's not a stat. So I think it's the timing. I don't think he really needs to be the highest paid, but because of the timing, I have to agree with it.
Let me ask y'all a question. Where's Dave first? What would you do then, Dave?
I would give him just below. The highest paid.
You know what? I ain't showing up. You already said I ain't showing up unless y'all pay me.
Yeah, pay me, but that's not saying that he's not gonna get paid. He can get paid, but the
Mhm.
highest paid, I just to me, it just
Definitely.
doesn't. I felt the same way about Trevor Lawrence. I felt the same way about the Chargers quarterback Justin
Oh,
Herbert.
Justin
So
Herbert.
it's really no different for me.
So you telling me Trevor Lawrence getting paid $55 million a year? Jordan Love, who's set for 4 years. Y'all keep that in mind. He's set for 4 years. So his contract is up. It is what it is. This is last year on his contract. He needs an extension. So the timing is off. You want to see more, but you could have, but you had A-Rod. That's what Asia's saying. I was sitting there. I was asked to come in. The one time I came in, I looked sweet. I brought us back against Philly. When Aaron Rodgers put us in the dump. Talking about. And then you threw me in for a full season. I got us to the playoffs with A-Rod got y'all. I got paid him $50 million a year. What he do for y'all? Nothing. All he did was get y'all bouncing the last game of the season against Detroit. I got y'all in the playoffs. So I need more than Trevor Lawrence. Because last time I checked, Trevor Lawrence tanked last year and missed the playoffs. I got y'all in the playoffs and a playoff win. So I need to get paid more than him. If y'all don't pay me 56, I ain't showing up. Who y'all back up? He going to be starting week 1. Because I'm going to be a free agent. I'll sell the whole year. I'm still young.
56.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence
That's
getting
what I'm talking
55.
about.
Nah, match it. I ain't going 56.
I'm 55.1. Give me more than that guy.
I 55.
Because guess what? I will sit out for the whole year.
0.005.
I'll be straight. I ain't going to be like Deshaun Watson. I'll sit out for the whole year. I'll be straight.
I don't know, man. Honestly, it's all Trevor Lawrence's fault. He did this. Like, it's his agent fault because technically he shouldn't have got that money.
And look,
Jaguars'
I know
fault.
it paid him the same
That's
as
like
Joe
Danny
Burrow.
Dimes. Yeah, that's like Danny Dimes. Some
Yeah.
quarterbacks are just not worth that much.
Nah,
money.
Danny Downs actually contract. Nah.
No, I'm talking about quarterbacks that aren't worth that much.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Nothing else say. I'm like, come on, man. You don't hesitate. Y'all know who I am. Look at the Packers' history. I'm just catching the baton. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna bring it home a Super Bowl. What Aaron Rodgers do for Brett Favre? And guess what I'm gonna do for y'all?
We don't
With
know that.
Aaron Rodgers.
Hold on, Joe. What you say again?
He said, I'm saying, like, look at the Packers' history. I'm just receiving the baton. You saw what Aaron Rodgers did when he took the baton from Brett Favre, got y'all a Super Bowl. What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give y'all a Super Bowl.
Whoa. Now,
Yeah, that's
you got
just
too much dip on your chip.
I don't know about all that. Now you see now when Aaron Rodgers was out there, the quarterback caliber was a little bit different.
In the NFC,
You said win a Super Bowl. That means he gotta go beat Mahomes and them and the
Mahomes
Lamar.
gonna win every year. We're not all right. But Jordan Love younger than Mahomes. He's not gonna win every year. I mean,
All right, so it's gonna take for him to retire because somebody
Matthew
in the
Stafford
AFC.
stuck one in there. Matthew Stafford dodged a bullet. He ain't pay Mahomes. He got him a ring.
That's because Burrow showed up.
I'll be confident against Burrow if I'm Jordan Love. I'll be confident.
Okay, look.
Mahomes the only person that will fear me if I'm Jordan Love. Not saying he's better than Joe Burrow. I'm saying Mahomes the only person that fear me because ain't nobody else won.
Well, I tell you this. I can't sit up here and argue with you about the 55.1 because I got Jordan Love in my top 10 going into next season. So if he's gonna be in my top 10 going into next season, I gotta say he at least worth something. But for me, I don't think Trevor Lawrence should have got that money. Technically, I could see why Justin Herbert got his, but I can argue that one too. Because again, you got quarterbacks out here making money and they're not even winning playoff games. But again, at least this young guy showed you the second half of the season. Dave is also right though, because what if this is his thing? What if it doesn't? What if it flips though, Joe? What if he's good in the first half and he tanks it like Trevor Lawrence next year?
Hold on, quick. We can't. First of all, it's usual for a first-year starter to have a slow start in a hot second half if he's actually good. That's usual. And to compare him to Kyler Murray is crazy because Kyler Murray, he don't just play bad in the second half. You should have said Russell Wilson because that's what he does. MVP candidate in the first half of the year, and he always fall off the candidacy second half of the year. Kyler Murray gets hurt. That's why he fall off. He get hurt every single year mid-season. So they got nothing to do with Kyler Murray's play. It's just because he hurt. And last year he just flip-flopped. He got hurt early, and he came in the second half of the season. He never played a full season so far. So I'm no two different.
Are you paying for that?
No, Kyler Murray's situation is different. I would never pay Kyler Murray. Kyler's crazy. If you gotta put a contract in, something in the contract saying you can't play Call of Duty, bro, Come on now. I'm not paying you.
Well, now before we go to the next topic, because I know we got a bevy of topics to go over, do you think he gets paid before training camp is over?
For sure. He'll get paid.
Yeah, he get paid, and and he's actually at camp. He's just not participating in practice, but he's there. He's in the facility. They say that he's there. He shows up.
He don't get paid.
No. Don't show up and not get on the field. Come on. I almost forgot it was a family show. I was about to say something. You better get on this
came to the game. He sat in the press box.
That's different. That's different.
Chris Jones came to the game. I don't think I ever saw it before. Somebody holding out, come up, show up to the game.
See, that's different. That's the regular. See, you like, look, y'all have waited all. I'm gonna go ahead, come to the game, show you, see how much y'all need me. Now, what happened in that game when he was there? They lost. The Lions won that game.
They said, defense looking sweet though.
They said, hey,
they lost because there's Tony.
That's true.
Was dropping endless catches.
I think it's a post out now saying he might not even make the team.
They said he's doing running back drills. That's what they said. I mean, you can't catch it. You're gonna have to want to give it to you. Talking about
he's gonna mess up the handoff. Like, why would he's just wasting their time. But we're gonna see what happens, man. One thing about this offseason, I think there's a lot of players that's getting a lot of media attention just about how they want their contracts to go. You know, it went from Dak and CD to Brandon Ayuk, back to CD. Now it's Jordan Love, and we'll talk about the Jets a little bit later. But all this is happening. You sound a little sad, Joe.
Man, and he participated. What are you doing, bro?
He ain't Jordan Love. But
all that faking.
With all that being said, Dave told y'all. But
they didn't want to listen to me.
I already knew. I just had a troll while I could, you know.
Oh, man. That's funny.
He's on the dollar line.
Well, you know who Zach. I mean, you know who BA should have called. He should have called Zach LaVine, because whatever he going through in Chicago is definitely going under the radar. I don't even think no one's really paying too much attention to it unless you're a Bulls fan, and that's probably why DeMar DeRozan said, "You know what? I'm out of here. I ain't got too much to talk about. It's too much deep dish drama going on in Chicago, man. The Windy City is just blowing by with nothing but drama." Outside of the Chicago Sky doing their thing, and then in the beginning of their season, there was a lot of drama just with the Angel Reese situation. But we glad the weatherman found a way to make it 95 degrees, and it ain't 7 p.m. Friday. It's been reported for 7 months. I mean, several months. My bad. I said 7 months. For several months in Chicago, because outside of the IG chats that we have, I've heard nothing else about Zach LaVine. But the Bulls are attempting to trade Zach LaVine, but it seems like their price is too high. But then it also comes out that Zach LaVine has the issue with the head coach. Do you think this is why Zach LaVine hasn't been traded? Or because he hasn't been traded, can this lead to locker room issues in Chicago? And because Davey Schefter was like, hey, somebody needs to let it be known, tell him why Zach LaVine need to get cut. I mean, I'm joking.
Cut.
I'm playing.
Shoot, if his contract was $30 million, I would say, hey, Miami, Pat Riley, yeah, go ahead, get Tyler Hero up out of here.
Like, wake up.
Go ahead. And he's being so. All right, let me enough with the jokes. So when it comes to Zach LaVine, so he's due $43.1 million next season. Which is pretty steep for somebody who's coming off an injury-riddled year. I believe the last 2 years he's been injured, pretty much. So the Bulls are doing their best to trade him, but the league sees that they are desperate to trade him. So a lot of teams are just like, nah, we good. The reason why I wanted to talk about this, because I didn't see anyone else really talking about it anywhere. Seems like it kind of sort of just went missing. It kind of just went under the radar with all these signings. You know, DeMar DeRozan going to Sacramento, Paul George going to PG, Kyle Lowry going back to PG. So, going back to Philly, of course. Then
I was like, they going to the mall.
So I meant PG going to Philly and Kyle Lowry going to Philly. And all these other signings, you know, Miami getting Alec Burks. Wow. Tobias Harris going to Detroit. KCP going to Orlando. So we see all these names signing somewhere. But the one guy who is known to be a prolific scorer, an athletic guy, he's a two-time dunk champion, and we know exactly how great he is. We know what he's capable of. We've seen his matchups with Aaron Gordon in a dunk contest. It's just they don't think he's worth it. They believe that he's going to become. For me, this is my opinion. I believe they think that he is going to be a locker room issue because of the situation that's going on in Chicago. Him and Billy Donovan are not getting along. Zach LaVine didn't like the fact that it was kind of sort of like how DeMar DeRozan left. He didn't like the fact that DeMar DeRozan was gone and that Alex Caruso was gone. So he was upset about that. And plus, him and Billy Donovan never got along the entire time they were there. I'm guessing he doesn't like the philosophy of how Billy Donovan runs the team. And people see him as an injury risk because he's been hurt. And they feel, and I also believe that they think that he's either going to play when he wants to play or not at all. But for me, I really think the biggest thing is his contract. I think his contract is the reason why a lot of people aren't really going after him. I think it's more so his contract than his injury, because he's due $43.1 million. Not a lot of people want to pay somebody that just came out for an injury-riddled season. So that's the thing. And the thing is, the Bulls are so desperate that they're offering a first-round pick along with Zach LaVine to try to trade him, but no one is answering right now. So. Yeah, for me, I just think it's more so his contract than his injury, but I think those two have a huge factor into why he's still in Chicago. And I believe if he stays there, it is going to cause locker room issues because him and Billy Donovan don't get along.
Man, I think if the Wizards didn't have Jordan Poole, they probably would have jumped out there and made this trade. That's one of those situations where I feel like the locker room issues are stemming from the head coach, but it's also stemming from him not being in a great work environment. He's just like, look, for everyone is watching, if you worked a dead-end job and you're just like, you know what, this is going nowhere fast. I don't like my manager. They always micromanaging, and it's just like, you know what, I'm sick. So you just start calling in sick. And in this case, some of those injuries, he could come back from it. He's just like, why would I do that? I don't want to be here. And also, they want to trade me, but I know for a fact that me not wanting to be here and this getting out in the media is going to drive the trade market down for me. So they're going to have to do something where I get the perks of getting traded, but they don't get the benefits of getting picks back. So, hey, if you trade me for 3 second-round picks, okay, watch me go to Phoenix and probably make the playoffs. So if you trade me for 6 second-round picks, that's a lot of second-round picks for Zach LaVine. Let me stem that back down. You trade me straight up the Alex Caruso trade with OKC. You trade Josh Giddey straight up for Alex Caruso, and it's just like, well, what do I need to actually look forward to? And outside of I think with Billy Donovan, he is a good college coach, but again, I don't see how that fractured the situation between him and Zach LaVine. But again, I agree 100% with you, Dave, that if he does come back into the offseason, into training camp with this type of chip on his shoulder, it's going to ruin that locker room because they're trying to build something, and these young players are going to see it. So it is going to hurt. So Chicago needs to just do something instead of just trying to let this linger around.
All right. So me, I actually, I know a lot of information about the situation because, our name circled around Zach LaVine a lot since last year. So I've been looking into it. So this is why he's not traded. There's multiple reasons. Number one, I know you mentioned he's getting paid $43 million next year. The problem is not really that. The problem is he's locked up for the next 3 years. He's getting paid $43 million, then he's getting paid $46, then he's getting paid $48. So anybody who's going to trade for, first of all, he's not, based on who he is, in my opinion, I don't think teams believe he's worth that contract. Like, he's a 6'5" guard. A 6'5" guard, shooting guard small for a 6'5", who's undersized. He never made an all-star. He's not a good defender. He's just a scorer, basically. He's a scorer. You know what I mean? So I don't think teams think that's worth it, that contract. DeRozan, we paying DeRozan like $30 million a year. Zach LaVine getting paid $15 more. That's crazy. So that's number one. And first of all, Tom, I forgot to mention this. Deep dish drama. You gotta. That was funny, bro. I don't think people caught that. You know what I mean? Some drama going on. Were they the first one? You know, there's a lot of drama in Chicago right now. But anyways, DeRozan. I don't know if y'all know this. There is some friction between him and Billy Donovan. You're right there. There's some friction between Billy Donovan and Zach LaVine. DeRozan was that person. The word they use is he was that buffer. He was that person that would like make sure they were straight. Now he's gone. So the locker room is worried about that. They're like, oh snap, DeRozan not here no more. There's gonna be some issues. You know what I mean? So that's a big problem. So I don't think nobody's gonna trade him because it's not that nobody's don't want to trade for him because Chicago is desperate. It's because of these things. They don't think the value is worth it. You know what I mean? Utah, if he only had one more year, Utah will get that man in a heartbeat because that contract is gonna fall off next year. It's so bad that Chicago was like, yeah, we will attach a first round pick with Zach LaVine to take him off our hands. And everybody like, nah, bro, it ain't worth it. So I don't know. He's gonna be a Chicago Bull next year. That's all I can see. He's gonna be a Chicago Bull next year.
I don't know. His agent is Rich Paul. Rich Paul known for getting some disgruntled players out of places. Look at AD.
And that's why, but AD got high value. And that's why they were trying to get him with us because Fox is also a clutch client, and they trying to get him. We like, nah, bro, we good. Like, shout out to my bro J-Mo. He suggested we should get Zach LaVine. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't like that. And then we went and got DeRozan, but I'm cool with DeRozan though.
I mean, for your team, yeah. Go ahead.
I definitely think that some teams going to get desperate and try to trade for him though. Especially a team that looks like they need one extra move just to move the needle a little bit. I think somebody's gonna make some trade somehow, some way.
The only team I can see desperate like that, Lakers. The Nets. Who?
The Nets trying to get rid of Ben
the
Simmons.
Nets rebuilding. He would mess them up. He on the contract.
If you're trying to get rid of that Ben Simmons contract, I can see it. Or is Ben Simmons this is last year?
Why Chicago go get Ben Simmons?
Hey.
If you look at the moves they made, that would make sense, honestly. Because Chicago,
you guys get it together.
It ain't like Ben Simmons gonna play.
Yeah, Jay, that's what I'm saying. The Lakers gonna get desperate, but the Lakers ain't got the bread probably. That's their issue right now.
And I heard his contract got a 15% trade kicker.
Yeah,
that's another reason why.
Tomo. The Nets ain't gonna do that though. The Nets would not trade for him because Ben Simmons is going into his last year of his contract this year.
Oh, see, that's why. Okay,
they like this dude about to be out.
Yeah, that's the only reason. If he would have had 3 years, I think they would have did it. And like, all right, let's get somebody that's at least gonna play.
I do see this is gonna be weird, y'all. It's gonna be left field though. A team getting desperate because of the type of caliber of player they got on their team, and they don't want to fall behind if things don't go right. Denver. I know it sounds weird because Zach LaVine's another scorer.
What can go wrong though?
Huh? With the Denver Nuggets?
Yeah. Why you say that? Like you say, if
I
things
don't know.
go
I said if things go wrong. I said if things go wrong, and they feel like they falling behind, like they fall behind with the they feel like they can't beat the Timberwolves 7-game series. They feel like they can't beat the Mavericks like that. Then they might make another move, get another score. But the Lakers are the only team I see for real that can be desperate. That's going to be desperate. We all know they're going to get desperate at one point.
Mm-hmm. I know another team that'll be desperate. They just broke.
Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all never desperate. Y'all patient. Y'all patient like a mud. Y'all be holding out on y'all moves.
Man, do we? Oh my goodness.
Oh, I like what you did there, Joe. You calling it being patient. Okay, then the Cowboys being patient too. I'm gonna use that. I guess they were being lazy. That's what it is. They ain't patient.
Y'all taking advantage of the media. Like Jerry probably got a graph. He probably got a graph in his house. He know exactly how long it's gonna take for this to die down. You know what? The peak point of this media attention for Dak not getting signed is August 16th. And we'll sign him on the 17th to bring back the drama. He probably got a whole graph on how to manage the media.
Hey, I'm
so
glad
y'all want to sign our people, bro. He just want to be in the news right now.
Hey,
Whoa.
J-Mo trolling. J-Mo is trolling. Oh my goodness.
My
Go
bad.
ahead.
Say Levine was undrafted. Trade.
Hey, bro. Hey, chill.
Emotional damage.
Nah, for real. That's like Perry probably got an ego problem.
Yo,
Look at these guys I got.
That's
probably,
Pat Riley, man.
you
That's
probably got
Pat
an ego problem.
Remind me of another person. I'm just saying.
Riley.
He probably
JJ
got
be
an
doing the same thing. I don't need no big name stars. I'm gonna go through the draft. I'm just that's just how it be.
Uh-oh.
That's definitely Pat Riley, dog. I ain't even gonna lie.
He got some Jerry in him.
They might be brothers, man.
He do, man. Hey,
They was a part of franchises. It's just so much that
he got a
aligns
little.
with them.
I hate that I'm about to say this, but he got a little Jerry Jones and a little Howie in him because people don't like working with Howie, and Jerry Jones is very lazy when it comes to his money.
I'm about to say because he definitely didn't like Howie.
Nah, I'm talking about him. Just people don't like to work with him. That's all.
Yeah, I can
Dang,
see
I knew that.
Pat. I can definitely see Pat Riley like trying to hem Howie up. Like, hey man, what you talking about? You talking about 6 picks, man? You better
Pat
take
Riley,
this to free
Pat
agent.
Riley ain't going for that.
Nah, probably he look like a mafia leader. That's what he looking like. The slick back junk.
They called him a Godfather for a reason.
And he in my let's not. I ain't got time for that.
Ain't time to put it together.
Yeah, nah. See, we gotta talk about something that's a little bit less. No, it's just drama here too. I don't know why we say that. We just about drama today, because new season, new plays. But these two teams, one got a new head coach, one got a new quarterback. I mean, is he a new quarterback? He only played 4 snaps, but I'm just joking. We got to say, man, who's going to have the better season? Will it be the Chargers or the Jets? Joe. Come on now. I'm waiting to hear your answer.
I'm going first? Okay.
Yeah. You going first, but I want to know who you about to say here.
Jets, Jets. I said that so bad. Jets. Remember that? Eagle.
You know he's gonna clip you up.
Jets. He was sick out there.
They gonna clip you up.
But the Jets, man. The Jets. One missing piece. Quarterback. Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers is healthy, I'm booking them as a playoff bid. Chargers, on the other hand, Jim Harbaugh, first year there. They lost a lot of players. They don't have no cap space. They still in negative as far as cap space, in my opinion. So they can't sign nobody. So they got to get everything through the draft. They got rid of Keenan Allen. They got rid of all their receivers. So I'm going to give him a year. To get his foundation in place, all that stuff. I think the Chargers will take off next year. But the New York Jets, they all in. They are win now mode. And all this pressure Aaron Rodgers put on this team, he better do something. So I think the Jets are going to be there. Because look at last year, who did they beat last year? The Chiefs with Zach Wilson. The Eagles with Zach Wilson. It beat that season, it beat the 2 teams that was in the Super Bowl in that same season. Right? Oh, sorry, it lost to the Chiefs. I'm sorry. Almost beat the Chiefs. Zach Wilson fumbled at the end of the game. Sorry. But anyway, so I'm going with Aaron Rodgers and the Jets.
Dave.
Both of these head coaches are Niner ties, so this is a little, a little different for me. But I agree with Joe. I got the Jets. I don't see as high as I am on Jim Harbaugh, and I believe he can get the most out of Justin Herbert just because of the kind of coach that he is. But who are his weapons? What is he going to do offensively? Who is he going to throw the ball to? Who's going to run a rock? Like what's going to happen with this team? I believe that they can play well, but for me, it's just that I don't like the team that's surrounded around Justin Herbert. I mean, it would have been better if he at least still had Keenan Allen, but he don't have him or Mike Williams. They both got traded, and Quentin Johnson is not even. They said he's close to getting cut. He's like wide receiver 4, wide receiver 7 right now. He was a 21st overall pick just a year ago. And I don't know. The Jets to me seems that they have a lot more with Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers and Breece Hall. Their defense is one of the best defenses in the league, and they seem to just keep getting better. They do have a situation going on with Hassan Reddick holding out right now because he wants a new contract. But for me, it's the Jets. I feel like the Jets have the best. Now, the only thing is the offensive line going to hold up. Is the O line going to hold up for Aaron Rodgers? But other than that, I got the Jets. Plain and simple. I don't really have any other reasons outside of that because I just think the Jets are better built all around as a team than the Chargers.
Mm-hmm. My quarterback better, my offensive line better, my coach better. I'm sorry, guys.
Coach is a little different. I think Jim Harbaugh is the better coach, but
oh no, I was saying that's what you were saying about the Jets. So your quarterback, coach. I don't know about offensive line. That's a little shaky there. But fellas, I'm about to go with the Chargers on this one. I understand why y'all said the Jets, but I'm about to go with the Chargers. And because of that guy, the khakis is back on the sideline. Like they needed a fresh breath of air. Kellen Moore ain't there calling plays. So you don't even got to worry about weapons. He can have 6 different type of weapons. They got Gus the Bus that's gonna run the ball. But again, the only thing that can stop the Chargers is the Chiefs and Devontae Adams. I mean, because it's personal with him. But outside of that, the Jets have too much mess right now. You traded for Hassan Reddick after giving up one of your pass rushers who almost led the team in sacks, and now Hassan Reddick is over in China doing like Instagram videos. Talking about he want to get paid. First of all, that right there shows that was a bad sign. Why would you trade for somebody not even knowing you had the contract locked, signed, sealed, and delivered? Another how we move. You got Aaron Rodgers who just came back from off the four snaps, but still was trying to hold out from the mandatory mini camps. But now he's showing up in training camp. So there goes that personal drama yet again. Then you got Robert Slay. Robert Slay, who has to deal with all this, and it's like, all right, I have to manage all these egos. Meanwhile, try to keep everyone in the same vicinity just to win enough games. The Jets could be good, but it's too much behind the scenes drama for me versus with the Chargers, where it's like they're really trying to build a football team. Now, when we come back week 6 and the Chargers 0-6 and the Jets are 6-0, y'all can laugh at me. But for right now, I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm not mad. Like far as the receiver weapons, I don't know. I mentioned it. I don't think the type of offense that Jim Harbaugh wants to run, they don't really need a star receiver like that. Based off his history, and I think they're gonna run the ball a lot. I think the defense gonna be a lot better. They got playmakers on defense, which I don't understand why their defense is trash. They got a playmaker at every single level. They got Sante Samuel Jr. They got Derwin Davis. They got Khalil Mack. They got Joey Bosa. What the world is going on? Why are we sorry? So, but the Jets, man, like I said, they went out, and I'm just giving Jim Harbaugh 1 year because I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers take all this year. I wouldn't be surprised. But if I had to put money on it, I'm going with the Jets.
I thought you said
and the Jets beat 3 playoff teams. They beat the Bills. They beat the Houston Texans, and they beat them Eagles.
What was the Bills? That's a division. That's a division rival right there. So, and then did they beat the Bills, or did y'all try to get a game away? Like, come on, Joe. That's what I'm saying, Joe. Like,
they worked up on Houston though, 30-6.
Yeah, so did the Ravens.
And CJ Stroud was terrible that game. Worst game of the year for him.
That was his learning lesson. So if y'all agree,
late in the year, that was like week 14.
He needed that. That helped him go over into the playoffs and then win that playoff
game. You're right.
You're right. Some quarterbacks need that.
You're right.
Unlike that.
But the Jets got a tough schedule. They got the 49ers week 1 to start there. They got the 49ers Monday night. That's why. Off rip. Then they got the Bills on ESPN. They got Steelers. They got the Texans. They got the Dolphins. They got their own. Well, the Rams. Yeah, they play y'all division NFC West, and they play they play the NFC West, and they play. Oh, that's the AFC West. No, the AFC South. The Jags, the Texans.
It's gonna be tough.
So
That ain't too tough. I mean,
It
AFC
ain't.
West, AFC South ain't that
what
great.
the Jaguars and the Texans
Then the Colts.
Yeah,
and the
And our-
Colts
and our division is us and the Rams.
and the Seahawks. Y'all see what the Seahawks yet? Seahawks gonna be all right.
Their defense will. I don't know about that offense too much.
Dang.
I don't think the Seahawks gonna win the division, but they
I don't-
gonna be
I
all
don't-
right.
They're not gonna be a bad team though.
I don't trust Gino.
And the Cardinals, y'all think Cardinals gonna be better?
Don't talk to me about the Cardinals for
you
like
said
2
dog
years.
hunters,
All
man.
right.
Huh?
Don't talk to me about the Cardinals for 2 years. All right.
Well, we got that dub. We got that dub.
They did me a solid. I'm not gonna lie, they did me a solid when they beat the Eagles.
They did us a solid when they beat the Eagles. So
I know you seen that episode of
They
Receiver
did
too.
though. They beat the House.
I sound like Debo. Get him, Kyler Murray. Get him.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, because they beat them, y'all got number 1 seed, right? You know what?
Yep.
I mean? Dang, and y'all took. Dang, shout out to the Cardinals.
It helped both of us. I mean,
I know.
technically, we should have stayed in third and played the Bucks, but
I don't know, Tom. It probably won't matter who y'all played.
no. Dak would have beat the Bucks. He'd have beat the Bucks. He'd have beat the Bucks.
It's a
He
little
did it.
different. Tom Brady ain't there no more.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
It's just something about them colors, that green and yellow. You know, that green and yellow, or that,
Oh, you right.
that
No,
line
I'm
and
right.
gold. Those two
You right.
teams is like, I don't know.
That's what I want to ask you that day, Tom. I'm not gonna say what I was going to try to say at the end of the show. How did you feel leading up to that game, knowing y'all were the division winners? They were the 7th seed, the youngest ever. But you know the history with the Packers. Were you like worried though?
Why you had to remember this? So look, technically, it was in the back of my mind because I remember doing AJ show and his homie got on there. He was like, Jordan Love might shock the world, and I was just like, it's just something about the Packers and Dak. Like, I don't know. Like, I was feeling good about the home record. They won. They was a young team.
Y'all were undefeated.
I had mixed.
right?
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I had mixed feelings, bro. Because I was like, at the end of the day, if the defense don't show up, at least the offense could put up 30. Like, they could put up 30, and then the game started and the wrong offense put up 30. And I was just like, nah, anything but this. So yeah, I had mixed feelings, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Tom, this loss is worse than what I thought. Y'all were undefeated at home. Y'all went against the 7th seed who never won a playoff game. Y'all went against the youngest team ever.
Nope.
Against a first-year starter on Dak's best regular season. It's all pro season.
Fresh off the AP. Fresh off the AP.
Dang.
And then boom.
All right, man.
Well, speaking of, I'm glad you said that because now we get to go into the segment that you said you wanted to do. You know, I'm gonna let you introduce this one because
Okay.
you sent it to us on the gram. Take it away, Joe.
Yeah. Hey, do y'all want? Yeah. I want to make this interesting. You know, I mean, I already got TK's fees on the way. Do y'all want to do this right? And then whoever quarterback wins the Super Bowl, and if they don't win, whoever's the runner-up wins the bet. Y'all want to do that?
I'm with it.
I like that.
Yeah, let's do that. So
like
basically, that's what we're doing, y'all. We're gonna pick the top 12 QBs. Well, we're gonna take turns though. It's gonna be a total of 4 apiece. All right. So we're gonna have the top 12 QBs total who we think will win the Super Bowl this year, not named Patrick Mahomes, even though Patrick Mahomes just might win. All right.
So that's my question though. If Mahomes win it, we get to run up. Go ahead. Yeah, you said it.
Run up. So
yeah.
if I don't you out. So yeah, we get to run up. All right. So rock, paper, scissors go first.
Let's get it. With a camera.
Ready? Ready, set. Rock, paper, shoot, right?
Yeah.
Shoot. All right, cool.
Yeah. From the hood.
Ready, set, go. Rock, paper.
Paper,
Oh,
scissors.
no. Hey, it's like all right. It's like a delay. You ready? Ready, set, go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, there you lost. All right, come on,
Let's get it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Hey, yo, my end. Tom was so late. I'm like, dude, cheating, but I know you're not.
So that means I get the first pick.
First. Yeah, you first, second, and Dave third.
All right. So with the first pick.
Hold on. Hey, can you write this down, Tombo? I don't know what happens to my pen.
Yeah, I got you. So with the first pick, I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Lamar Jackson. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Hold on. Where my book at? Dang. All right.
You want to know his picks?
My first pick of the draft. Dang. All right. Here we go, y'all.
Mhm.
Sorry, y'all. All right. My first pick of the draft. I'm going to go with Joe Burrow.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna pick Joe Burrow.
I was hoping he didn't. I feel like
My
we're doing a
first-
fantasy draft, man.
My first pick, I'm gonna go with Jerry Goff.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you. I really feel like this is the fantasy draft because I'm going with Brock Purdy.
Ah, I'm going to go with Brock Purdy too. All right.
Ooh, thank you, Dave.
I didn't want to be biased.
Shoot, be biased. I would have been biased quick.
I know who my last pick is.
All right. I
It
don't
ain't
want to
happening,
do
though.
this, but I got to do it. Jalen Hurts.
Woo.
Josh Allen.
Oh, that's nice. Ah, man. So no one said his name yet. I wrote it down. I'm going to go with. It's going to be tough. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Let me go CJ Stroud.
Okay.
Jordan Love.
Knew he was going to get his quarterback.
I knew it. Yeah. I knew it. Matthew Stafford.
That was my backup. All right. So this would be the last pick. I gotta make it a good one.
Come on, we know who you picking.
Nah, I'm not even about to go that crazy. Because it might be time for them to do it.
Hey, J-Mo, he said, what draft is there with no Mahomes? I missed the beginning. This is a draft not named Mahomes. Can't pick Mahomes.
And I'm glad J-Mo gave me some time because I was debating on if it's gonna be Tua or Dak. And I think Miami has a shot, so I'm gonna go with Tua.
Tua, I go Aaron Rodgers.
Dak.
Okay.
You going Dak to win the Super Bowl this year? Jeez.
Hey, come on now.
My bad, Tom. I really didn't mean it no ill will for real.
Let me know. I can erase it. I ain't write it in pen.
No, Tom, like,
Let me know. We can get this up out of here.
I'm gonna go with Deshaun Watson.
That was a dark horse. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 8, 12. There we go.
now call him out real quick, Tom.
All right, so we have Joe. That's funny because your first pick was Burrow, but Joe, your quarterbacks are Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, and Aaron Rodgers. Dave, you have Goff, Allen, Stafford, Watson. Me, I have Lamar, Purdy, Stroud, Tua.
I probably have the strangest picks out of the three of us.
You know, oh, what is it, Mike? Look,
outside of Watson.
John Watson threw me on. I ain't gonna lie. But
I look at I look at the way his team is built.
No, that's how you put look at it. That's what I'm going with Purdy second.
I thought Dave was gonna say Purdy, man.
Having no Dak as well. First, let's let people know what we're doing. This is a list of players who we think will win the Super Bowl this year.
We're not saying that Deshaun Watson is better than Dak Prescott. That's not the conversation here. That's a different
live show, man.
We have a bet going on. Shout out to TK Sweets. Shout out to my man Cabo and his lady. They have a bakery company, right? Like as far as treats, sweets and treats, like desserts. There we go. And we placing a bet. We picked the draft of QBs who we think will win the Super Bowl this year, not named Patrick Mahomes. That's the key. So we are picking based off outside of Mahomes, who might win this Super Bowl? And if you think Dak gonna win, be my guest.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it, if he did it, but
So now let me not say that because he might turn around and win that joint. It might clip me up.
if
But
Dak
anyway,
pull a Joe Flacco, man, I just prepare to be
that's
sick
all
of
you
me.
need.
He said,
Hey,
prepare to be
Eli
sick of me.
Manning.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Eli Manning, Joe Flacco. That's a good, yeah. If
Yeah.
they can do it, shoot,
Hey.
they close.
I said Deshaun Watson. He in
I
that
could-
position right now.
Yeah, that's why I picked Tua over him because I was like, based upon how the team is constructed right now, I think the Dolphins could make a run.
That's why I looked at all the other teams too. That's why I picked Josh. Well, Josh Allen is probably the only one because he only has Keon Coleman as a weapon as far as a receiver. But other than that, everyone else has a really good team around them. Goff has a really good team around him. So does Matthew Stafford. Plus, he's already won a Super Bowl. And Deshaun Watson got weapons around him, plus a great defense.
Yeah.
And Nick Chubb has come back healthy.
No, you're right. All your guys got a team. That's how you're supposed to do it.
The toughest picks for real is me and Joe with Purdy and Hurts because you know what they say about quarterbacks that
Exactly.
go to the Super Bowl and lose.
That's
See,
the
look,
reason why
And he got Burrow. I don't know,
That's
Joe.
why-
See, look,
That's why I didn't pick. That's why I didn't pick those guys.
This was my method. My method was
What other than that? But Jared Goff is one of those guys because he did go to Super Bowl and lose.
yeah,
True. But Joe got two.
that's true. My method was this: if it ain't Mahomes, okay, who in the ALC I can possibly get? And it's probably Joe Burrow. But then I wanted Lamar, but you took Lamar from me, and I don't see nobody else in the ALC gonna win it. Let's take the chill, all right? Maybe Aaron Rodgers, but I knew y'all weren't gonna pick Aaron Rodgers early, so I say him in the back pocket. And then also outside of that, I'm like, let me get some NFC teams because if Mahomes get there, who he gonna beat? Because Jay Hurts can get. Oh no, Jay Hurts might not get. The curse is not getting back, right? Dang. So I picked some teams in the NFC who could possibly get there, and just lose to Mahomes. And then my last pick was Aaron Rodgers because, like I said, I'm in my back pocket.
I did go AFC heavy. I don't know. I just started looking at it. Yeah, because my only fight is Lamar. He gotta get there. I would have.
No,
None of
I
these,
can see
no,
Lamar
one of
winning
these
this year.
quarterbacks got to make it. One of these quarterbacks got to make it.
I can too.
All right, let's wrap this up, y'all. Great show, man. My last words. Shout out to the whole network. Shout out to the whole R2L family. Commanders, training camps. We here. I heard you, Alan Peters. I heard you, Dan Quinn. They asked y'all questions about Brandon Ayuk. Y'all brushed it off. We know what we doing. You know, Brandon Ayuk posting out practices. What's up with your boy, bro? What's up with him? Posting out
Now
practices.
was your boy.
That was before
know?
today. That was before today. So don't come on now.
I'm just
Before
saying,
today.
like, jeez, this man over here, like,
The
I'm
man,
being Commander bad.
the man
I
doing,
mean,
this man
you got
doing
one
whatever
player
he
here.
can to get it. He doing whatever he can to get a high contract. That's all that is.
Hold on,
that
I got some breaking
man,
news.
you that's like a mug. But yeah, so shout out to
DeJean.
Old Never once again.
Oh yeah,
Cooper
he out for
DeJean.
3 weeks.
Yeah, with the
Huh?
bad hamstring. Cooper DeJean.
He messed up.
Oh
his
yeah,
hand.
yeah, cool.
He's out
Yeah,
for 3
yeah,
weeks.
yeah. But he gonna be out. He gonna be. They say he should be back by the start of the season. He out for 3 weeks. So yeah, get them hamstrings ready. You got the NFC receivers to deal with. NFC East. You got that going Malik Neighbors, Harry McCoy, and CeeDee Lamb. You better get them hamstrings right.
The way it's looking, you might just have Malik Neighbors. Don't think about the Cowboys wide receivers right now. You got the Eagles and you got the Giants.
Well, he's on the Eagles team, so I don't think he's gonna have to worry about that.
Oh, you talking about Cooper? No, he just had hamstrings. My bad. I'm tripping. You
What
right.
about Terry McCoy, bro? What's on?
Oh no, you didn't bring up Terry earlier when you brought up BA about being
did.
somebody go to. No,
Oh,
he said Terry being
yeah.
somebody go to weapon. He didn't bring
You're
up
right.
Terry then. So
You're
why I
right.
need to
You're
bring him
right.
up
On
now?
what?
You're right.
Who you
He
talking
did.
about?
Early in the show, when we first started, you started talking about quarterbacks who have go-to weapons.
What quarterback we have is he ain't got no quarterback. That's all
Who's
he
the go-to weapon for whoever started? It should have
I
been
brought up-
Terry.
I brought up Dak. I brought up guys who had quarter. We're gonna bring up Sam Howell.
Terry
Shout out
wasn't.
to Sam Howell.
Dude, that's how people was treating Brock Purdy before he did what he did last season.
I mean, he did what he did though. He did what he did.
Yeah,
I had
2 years in a
Tom
row.
Yeah,
2 years in a row he did what he did. So
you exactly right. Shout out to Hassan Reddick. Yeah, that's what I gotta say, y'all.
that's disrespectful. That's bad.
No, I'm
Mad
saying like
disrespectful.
y'all would have been there if it wasn't for Hassan Reddick. It was kind of shout out to the Eagles, but I guess they did something
I
bad.
don't know if you from Philly. That
Yeah.
sound like you was rooting with us. I don't know.
Exactly.
If you from Philly, that's
My
exactly
bad. I
like,
don't
yeah.
mean that. I meant like it would have been 2 years in a row if he was healthy. That's why.
Last words from me. Great show. Glad that we were able to have the show today. And shout out again to the Miami Heat for being the Summer League champs. You know, I got my ring already coming on the way. You know, Summer League champs, first time in Miami Heat history. We won the Summer League. You know, we won the G League championship before. Then we already got 3 NBA titles, of course. So happy we got that. So, you know, we win championships in every way, and we got gold medalists from Miami Heat. So I'm excited. But other than that, man, put some TK Sweets on it, Teddy.
You said bucket.
You said bucket, so put some TK Sweets on it. And a hat.
Dang.
You doubling down. You
I know, right?
hands for goodness.
I know.
But yeah, great show. And shout out to San Fran, John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, BA, my guy, Fred Warner. Let's do some things this year. And glad that BA's in training camp. I say he ain't had much leverage. You ain't want to believe me. But hey.
Hey man, the way they did the bargaining agreement, if you holding out, then you better pray you get your contract because they gonna definitely tax you. They are taxing players for not showing up because of this said reason. But if you're gonna pay them, then that's just like a $40 ticket. It's gonna hurt, but you gotta pay it at the end of the day on payday. Shout out to my quarterbacks that I think gonna win the Super Bowl because I need one of y'all to actually just show up. I mean, Purdy, if you get there, you can lose. I don't need the 49ers to win. I just need you to get there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dave, I got to, man. You know, I'm sorry. And if Lamar get there, I don't know who he gonna play. He might play y'all. Then I need y'all to lose again. So either way, I just need one of my quarterbacks. What happens if both your quarterbacks make it?
Then you won the best.
Like what do you double down? Do you get a hat too?
What?
I just had that.
Oh, no, you want a hat like that?
No, I'm just joking.
I mean,
man,
I'm good with that, you know.
Hey, we'll talk about that when the season starts, man. Good show, fellas, man. We off tomorrow, man. So like Dave said earlier, or how the Haitians would say it, because I got a Haitian grandmother. She was like, rush your brain. I'm like, what does that mean? It's like, just chill out, rest the mentals, reset. So we good.
Yeah, reset from this. Stay off of the phone for a little bit. Just relax. Stay in tune to yourself and take care of you.
But Dave, we don't need you relaxing. We need all the news ASAP, bro.
I mean,
He said we can relax, but not you.
no, bro.
We need a break. Let us know. We'll take over.
We need those alerts, my guy.
Man.
I know. They must be resting, man. I don't see this on ESPN first.
That's exactly it. That's when I know. I'm like, Dave busy.
I thought fast. I see news. I'm like, bro, you know how many times I see news, I'm trying to hear him put it, and you still ain't do it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take my time. They chilling somewhere. They ain't looking at this right now.
It'd be
All right,
moments
y'all.
where Dave take his break, and then I'll be like, I'll post something. He'll be like, Tom, where was you at 50 minutes ago? I'm like, man, my bad. I just seen it.
I know. They let you know. They'll tag you. Look.
I stopped now because people they posted and then I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I need to worry about it. I'm not getting credit for it, so don't worry about it.
No,
worry about it.
You know when you get your credit when they team lose and you start posting them game stats.
There you
like,
go.
Hey,
There
Dave,
you
what
go.
you doing, Dave?
That's what they pay attention. That's
You
what they
ain't
pay
supposed
attention
to
the most.
Well,
They be like, all right, Dave, that's enough. We get it. We get the point.
I don't stop posting anything.
Oh man.
People be sick. All right, y'all. That's all we got for y'all today, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Let me get this off.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe, and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.